From the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning.
Ready to rise up. Here we go.
Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive in our hearts, in my life today. I can feel it, spirits in this place. I can see it shining on each face. Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive in our hearts, in our lives today. Here for each other, the way it's meant to be. Sisters and brothers, one great family. Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive in our hearts, in our lives today.
Let's hear you all the way from home. Ready?
Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive in our hearts, in our life, everywhere in the world, every place in this place. Love is alive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good morning, Unity Renaissance. We are so grateful for technology to be here this morning, to be able to share with you and just send all these positive vibes from us to you. And guess what? If you'll take a look around this morning in our sanctuary, we have some imaginary members that are here. They're holding the space for you. Aren't they beautiful? If you look closely, you might even recognize yourself. I think I see me out there somewhere. You can also join us at home. We are getting ready to do our vision and our mission statement. So I know at home you already know it. So our vision is a spiritually awakened world living in peace, love, and joy. And our mission, we transform lives that transform the world. How timely is our mission and vision statement, especially in the times that we're living. So if we could just take a moment to offer up prayer. Creator, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to connect with our Unity Renaissance family and friends. Thank you for everyone that is here, our music teams, everyone that's working the PowerPoint, every person that is here to make sure this service flows smooth. We are so grateful, God. And we are also grateful to know that we are divinely protected and that we are walking by faith and not by sight. We offer up special love and prayers to those who are affected by this virus, those who have lost their jobs, those who have lost their loved ones. We certainly cover them with love. And we send a special prayer out for our dear Reverend Paula, believing that she is resting, getting the much needed rest that she so deserves, and that she will be as sharp as new very soon. We want to say that we are here for you. If there's anything you need, you can call the church, and we will definitely see what we can do to accommodate you. And for all of you all that are in and can't get out, those that are in senior homes or whatever, wherever you may be, where you cannot have visitors, know that we're feeling the love for you in our hearts, and that we're sending it out into the ethers and believing that you feel it and that you know. This prayer is offered with a sincere heart, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Margaret. That was so beautiful. So we're going to sing a song about peace. All the words will be up there. This is just a lyrics based on sang by Thich Nhat Hanh, and invite y'all to sing with us.
I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel peace inside. In every breath, peace abides. I know the joy of peace. I choose fear to release. Every moment love wakes up, and peace is every step.
You know it now. Let's hear you.
I am a prayer for peace.
Morning, everyone. Love to see all the faces who are here helping to produce this live stream for all of you out there this morning. And I'm imagining all of you out there as all those beautiful daffodils. My name is Lisa Smith, and I am very honored to be your platform host for today. Join us in our daily word, which is inner peace, and our affirmation for today. And join me with this as I say it. I find the peace of God in the silence within me. The Hebrew scriptures tell the story of the word of the Lord commanding the prophet Elijah to stand on the mountain before the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by. As he waits, Elijah fails to find God as he endures a wind strong enough to split mountains, an earthquake, and then a fire. Then Elijah discovers God in a sound of sheer silence. Sometimes chaos surrounds me as I try to find the peace of God. Other times the chaos may be inside me. I persist in my efforts as I confront inner storms, fires, and earthquakes as I search for peace. Like Elijah, I remain steadfast in faith, undisturbed by what is happening around me. I wait for distractions to pass. Peace is mine. Our Bible reading for today is from 1 Kings 19:12. And after the earthquake, a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a sound of sheer silence. We don't have chaplains here to pray with you today, but as Margaret mentioned, they are available for you at any time. You can call the church for a prayer request, and there is also Silent Unity that you can call as well. You can find them online. Let's all join some more music with the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. So we're all connected over the space, over time. We can all still sing from home in one voice. It's a special song from my brother Fred Bogert.
There is a time to be alone, each one of us a separate being of our own. And there's a time when we conspire to come together and unite our heart's desire to sing in one voice, to feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art, to set aside our differences and realize the gift it is to raise a joyous noise in one voice. There is a place that we can go inside our little private world we call our own. There's a place we rise above, we unify and celebrate the way we love, to sing in one voice, to feel with one heart. This is a love choice, or a fine art, to set aside our differences and realize the gift it is to raise a joyous noise in one voice. There is a longing for a place where we all belong. There's never been a better time for us to sing a song in one voice, to feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art, to feel with one voice, feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art, to sing in one voice, to feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art. Set aside our differences and realize the gift it is to raise a joyous noise in one
Hello, I'm Tom Baker. Here we are under hardship. But most spiritual breakthroughs come under hardship. Things get bad, then things turn holy. St. Francis of Assisi was recuperating after going to war when he got his call to renew the church. Inspired by Jesus on the cross, St. Francis gave himself to the poor of the world. Eckhart Tolle was severely depressed when one day he realized his own thinking was driving him crazy. He went from feeling powerless to enlightenment and the power of now. The modern mystic Byron Katie was so depressed that she slept on the floor, believing that she was not worth sleeping in a bed. It was only in that depression that she discovered the questions that would deliver her from the ordinary despair of the unexamined life. It is in a time like this when we can be more aware of God searching for us. Yes, we are not only searching for God, but God is searching for us. In the last 2 weeks, we have been told to stay home and not visit in groups. The COVID-19 virus has given us, paradoxically, the gifts of silence and aloneness. God contacts us when our minds are quiet, not preoccupied with distractions, and often when we are alone in the desert of solitude. During the summer before my ordination to the priesthood, I spent 2.5 months in a Trappist monastery in silence and in prayer. It was both the loneliest and the most enriching time I've ever spent in my life. I had to get used to being by myself, not talking to anyone, except at meals in the guest house when I mainly listened. My thoughts became loud in my head. I noticed that I thought of the future in terms of disaster. I thought of other people in terms of criticism and blame. I was shocked at how fearful and angry my thoughts were making me. Then, desperate to escape my chaotic mind, I began to concentrate on nature. I noticed how still the trees were and how silent. How noisy the corn was with all the bumblebees and the breeze blowing through the stalks. How confident the flowers were. How very calm nature in general is, accepting of itself just as it is, humble and strong. Nature is patient. It awakens and sleeps in the cycles of day and night without protest. As I sat beneath a great oak tree and felt its rooted wisdom, I realized that it was I who had made myself a stranger to nature, and my mind began to grow calm and quiet, like a pond in the morning. Over the days and weeks, as my mind slowed down, my thinking became more gentle, more tolerant of others' mistakes and shortcomings. In the prayer stall beside me was Father Louis. He sang everything off key. First, I found him annoying, but after a while, I heard his sincerity in his singing and wished I had his enthusiasm. After 2 months of quiet, a priest friend of mine came to visit me at the monastery. We drove into Atlanta on a Monday morning. This trip into a big city was to change forever how I saw people. As we drove into the city, I noticed how stiffly and awkwardly people were moving and how much in a hurry they all were, as if driven by some invisible force. Their faces were contorted, their eyes staring straight ahead. The whole city appeared to be panicking. I turned to my friend and asked with some alarm what was happening. He replied, "Well, nothing's happening. It's just rush hour. Everybody's hurrying to work." But my mind, quieted by 2 months of stillness and silence, resisted normalizing what was happening. "No," I said, "this is more serious than rush hour. These people are in crisis. They're terrified." "There's nothing to worry about," said my friend. "Everything really is okay." Then I realized that 2 months earlier I would have said the same thing. Everything really is okay. But I was seeing with different eyes now and thinking with a calmer mind. What looked okay to my friend was terror we had all gotten used to. Terrible fear to which we had adjusted. A grotesque, barely controlled panic that we called rush hour. But the reason for this panic wasn't something that was happening outside of people. It was internal. It was thoughts of fear and anger and guilt, urging people on to where they knew not. The whole day in Atlanta was disturbing. Everyone seemed to be in a trance of denial. A waiter dropped a tray in a restaurant. A cashier gave me the wrong change. We went to see the movie Jaws 2, and I got sick at my stomach watching sharks attack and eat teenagers, all for our entertainment. I was relieved to return to the solitude and quiet of the monastery. After I left the monastery at the end of the summer, it took me 6 months to get back to my normalizing eyes and ignore a terrified world. Yet I had had a long glimpse of the world as it is, full of fear, fearful anger, fearful tears, fearful stress. In the solitude and quiet of these days, in which the world stands still, now is the time to allow your mind to grow still, your eyes to become clear, and face the fear around and within you. Instead of waging the war on the pandemic as our politicians are urging us to do, instead give thanks to the pandemic for offering us a global timeout in which to calm down. We have an inspirational video now I want you to watch. It's about gratitude and seeing deeply and clearly into ourselves. Imagine God looking over your shoulder as you watch it.
Thank you for shaking us and showing us we are dependent on something much bigger than we think. Thank you for making us appreciate the luxury we lived in, abundance of products, freedom, health, and realizing we were taking it for granted. Thank you for stopping us to make us see how lost we were in the busyness, not having time for the most basic things. Thank you for allowing us to put aside all our problems we thought were so important and showing us what is actually important. Thank you for stopping the transport. The earth was begging us to look at the pollution for a very long time. We didn't listen. Thank you for all the fear. It has been a global disease for years, but not many of us wanted to face it. And now we have to face it and learn how to embrace it with love and with the support of our community. Thank you for this reevaluation of our lives. Thank you as we finally understand what it means that we are all connected. Thank you for the unity between all of us. We knew the world has to change. Thank you for helping us to undermine everything and giving us a chance to build the world from the very beginning.
This virus is part of us. It's between us, in us. It connected us all, either physically or energetically. Gratitude supports the immune system, but also lets us see things from many perspectives. And it's up to us which perspective we will choose, but best is to be aware of all of them.
Now, God did not cause the coronavirus. COVID-19 is not God's plague to bring us to our knees. God abhors sickness. That's why Jesus was a healer. But the Holy Spirit uses everything it finds in the world to bring the awareness of love to the world. The Holy Spirit used the cross to articulate God's loving forgiveness of the world. Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. The cross, originally a sign of shame, became through the Spirit a symbol of salvation. COVID-19 can be the occasion for us to see with clear eyes and open hearts the fears to which we have become accustomed. Now, with soft eyes and quiet minds, we can see the world with compassion, withdraw attack thoughts from each other and from ourselves, and for the first time make the world a safe place. For there is no greater force on earth than someone who is harmless and loving. So be still and become gentle. Be quiet and become tolerant. Peer into your heart and become compassionate. Through this infirmity shall we all be made well.
Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace.
And now for our meditation. I almost forgot it, but it's never too late to meditate. Never too late to get quiet, to be still, to come to the stillness in your mind and heart, where the Lord waits, where love waits, where gentleness waits. Go to that place now and rest. Rest from a world that makes demands, a life that's unpredictable, people that surprise you. Rest from all your broken promises, all your disappointments, all that brings you down. Rest in that magnificent sense of love and peace, where God is present, where God is smiling upon you. And know in this silence that all is well. And now, in solitude, come back to the world. Come back to the world with blessings. Come back to the world with an open heart and an open mind. Know that all await your prayer of peace, your prayer of unity, your prayer of love.
And now we come to a portion of our service where those of you at home are invited to participate. If you have a smartphone, which most of you do, you can give via text. And we say thank you in advance for all that you have given and all that you will give. Today, text to give, our number is 540-418-1228. Text now. And again, we so appreciate our awesome music team today and our phenomenal speaker, Tom Baker. We so love you. And Lisa for the daily word. And now we'd like to offer a blessing for all of the donations that are coming through. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
The race is long, but it can't be won. With every step I'm taking, with every choice I'm making, with every bend in the road, we get stronger. We can reach up. We can reach out, we can show this world what we're all about. We can do anything we put our minds to. We can be anything we wanna be. We must believe we can share the dream. There's a dead-end street where I used to play, but I found my ways, yeah, and I can't fly away. Below the streetlights fading,
could share the dream, we could share the dream.
Oh,
We can reach out, we could share the dream, we could share the dream. We can reach out, we could share the dream, we could share the dream. We can reach out, we could share the dream, we could share the dream. We can reach out, we could share the dream, we could share the dream. We can reach out, we can reach out.
we can show this world what we're all about. We can do anything we put our minds to. We can be anything we wanna be.
Sing it again.
We can reach up, we can reach out. We can show this world what we're all about. We can do anything we put our minds to. We can be anything we wanna be. We must believe we can share the dream.
Reach out.
That's Lily Scott, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our announcements.
We have announcement.
There we go. It's green now. Good. Oh, well, it's still morning. We have our announcements that next week is our Palm Sunday service. Time is just flying, right? Isn't it? So our Palm Sunday service will, of course, be live streamed, and Reverend Paula will be speaking on accepting what is. So you can see that at 11 a.m. next Sunday through our Facebook live stream, or you can also click on the link through our website, unityrenaissance.org, so that you can find the link to that and watch it at live stream. And it will also be available afterwards on our YouTube channel, which Margaret will be talking about in a moment, on our website, as well as on our Facebook page.
Also, we just want to remind you on Wednesdays now, don't know how many of you tuned in this Wednesday, but Reverend Paula and Reverend Richard did an awesome service. They're really doing their very best to keep us connected during these times. So the following Wednesday, from now on, for a moment, and Reverend Richard's going to share about the Wednesday night call-ins on Zoom.
All right. Well, hey, there's not a whole lot to share. You asked for it and you got it. So it was a very sweet time last week that we could get together. We're calling it our new midweek faith lift. It's a call-in community gathering. And just in the middle of the week to give you an extra little lift. And we really don't know what we're doing. We'll do it. We're going to play things by ear, maybe come up with things that are very current for that night to talk about. But we really encourage you all, if you have the technology, to please log in to Zoom and be able to ask questions. If you're not, you can type them in and have a discussion virtually with us. So Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, trying to get a little system and what do you call it? Organizing or schedule or routine. Thank you for us this week.
Yes.
So we'll see you then, Wednesday night.
We will be, of course, celebrating Holy Week virtually as well, in the interest of keeping everyone safe and healthy. And that will begin on Thursday, April 10th, for our Maundy Thursday service with Tom Baker, live streamed again at 7 p.m. Then on Friday, our Good Friday service will be at 7 p.m. with a mini celebration of Godspell with Reverend Richard and our wonderful Unity Renaissance music team. And then on Sunday at 11 a.m., we will have our Easter service with Reverend Paula, again through the live stream. and through the website page as well. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do our traditional men's pancake breakfast, our Easter wreath preparation, and our Easter egg hunt with our children, but I'm sure that that will make us appreciate so much more next year when we're finally together and able to do those wonderful things again.
Okay, now if you would join us for our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us.
The
love of God enfolds us.
The
The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.